Peace. This is Wise for Wise Words Media. And hoop heads, I'm telling y'all right now, watch out for the Los Angeles Clippers. Yes, sir. You heard it. The Los Angeles Clippers, for me, I believe is the team to look out for going down the stretch because they retooled in a major way. They went and got Eric Gordon at the trade deadline, which Eric Gordon, for years has been known as one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Also a standout perimeter defender. He is a very good player, very solid addition to put alongside a Kawhi Leonard and a Paul George. And also at the buyout market, they went and got my main man, Russell Westbrook. So with Russell Westbrook, the addition of Russell Westbrook, it instantly increases the talent level of one of the positions that's plagued them for a long time, and that's the point guard position. The point guard position for the Los Angeles Clippers has been played by guys like John Wall, who's been injury ridden and past his prime. You got guys like Jackson, Reggie Jackson that played it. And he was past his prime. Russell Westbrook, although not still in his prime, still has some solid basketball left in him. And you combine that with the fact that Russell Westbrook has history with a lot of those Clippers players. He played alongside with the Houston Rockets. He played alongside with Eric Gordon, who they just got. He played alongside with Robert Covington, who's a part of the Los Angeles Clippers. So he has history of playing with those two guys. Plus, he has history of playing with one of the main two players from the Los Angeles Clippers, which is Paul George. In fact, Paul George attributed his time to Russell Westbrook as being some of the best basketball he's ever played in his career when he played alongside Russell Westbrook in OKC. In fact, one year, he almost won the MVP. He was actually a candidate. He was in the top 3 candidates for MVP. And that was when he played alongside Russell Westbrook. So I believe with Russ already having chemistry as the main ball distributor, already having chemistry with guys like Covington, guys like Gordon, and the number 1 or number 2 rather option on that team, which is Paul George, which on most nights is the number 1 option because Kawhi is hardly on the court. But when Kawhi comes back, along with Paul George, Eric Gordon, Covington, Westbrook, that team has strong potential to take it all the way. And I'm going to go as far as to say that they do have the ability and they will go to the Western Conference Finals. Now, again, styles make fights. We'll see who they play in the Western Conference Finals. But I don't think Phoenix is better than the Clippers at this point. I don't think that a host of teams in the Western Conference are not better than the Clippers right now as currently constructed with all the acquisitions that they made at the trade deadline and in the buyout market. So I think the Clippers have retooled, reloaded, and are a very fierce team right now. Russell Westbrook may make his debut against the Sacramento Kings tonight, so we'll be on the lookout for that. And I feel like the Los Angeles Clippers, and here's a sweet stroke of that sword called justice, right? For years, ESPN and false media had tried to make you believe that Russell Westbrook is this stat patter, right? They even came up with this corny term, stat patter, right? They never called Magic Johnson a stat patter, a man that used to attack the boards, get multiple assists, and score. Jason Kidd, who at one point was doing what Russell Westbrook is doing, for the past 5-6 years. Jason Kidd was one of the best rebounders in the league, passed the ball, and scored. Nobody ever called these men stat patters. LeBron James Once he checked out last year and this year, because he knew that this team, the way that these Lakers are constructed, they have no chance winning the championship. LeBron turned all his focus, turned all his attention to scoring and becoming the all-time scoring leader by surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And if that's not stat padding, then I don't know what it is. Because he checked out, he became all about scoring, and it all became about the stats for him for the past couple years. Because he knew that the subpar product that the Lakers have out is not going to win. So his focus and false media's focus became the pursuit to surpass Kareem. Meanwhile, they blamed Russell Westbrook, going as far as getting a hired arm. They went in and got a hired hitman by the name of Dave McMenamin, who has ties to Clutch Sports. So hold that thought, chew on that. And he goes on ESPN Live and calls Russell Westbrook a vampire. That a source told him that Russell Westbrook's a vampire. And he was draining the energy in that room. Again, he is linked to Clutch Sports, and we know who runs Clutch Sports. So all that was an attempt for false media to save LeBron James and to put the blame on somebody else. Other factors outside of LeBron James, because LeBron, the NBA's poster child, can't lose, right? So they went and slandered Westbrook. Meanwhile, no player in the past, look at Kendrick Perkins, loves Russell Westbrook, speaks highly of him. Paul George, as I previously mentioned, when he left the Oklahoma City Thunder and went to the Los Angeles Clippers, false media tried to stir it up. Oh, is it because of Westbrook? Paul George stopped them immediately. That's why you ain't never hear nothing about that again, because they was like, oh, okay, he's not with it. But Paul George stopped them quickly and was like, nope, before y'all do that, don't go there. Russell Westbrook, this has nothing to do with him. He has been a tremendous teammate, and I love playing with him. So much so that look who he went and got to recruit. He went and got Russell Westbrook to come back, to play alongside him. So how's that for a vampire? How is he a vampire if somebody that used to play with him went and got him to come back to play with him again? What part of a vampire is that? How about Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant, when he had his burner account on Twitter, he was like, the only reason, the only thing in OKC that was worth staying or playing with was Russell Westbrook. He said the coach was garbage, the roster was garbage, only Russell Westbrook was the only good one there. So he didn't trash Russell Westbrook. Look how he came to Russell Westbrook's defense earlier this year when they started trying to slander him before the season started. KD defended Westbrook. So y'all got to understand, there's narratives that they put out there that that false media puts out there, and y'all follow these narratives. Blindly. Don't fall a victim to these false narratives. So, in closing, I'm just going to go say that Russell Westbrook, alongside with Paul George once again, Kawhi Leonard, Robert Covington, perimeter threat, Eric Gordon, perimeter threat, Zubac, a very good rebounder. You have Terrence Mann, who's a very solid scorer. You got Norman Powell. The Clippers got Norman Powell, who's another solid scorer. The Los Angeles Clippers are a very deep, loaded team. Kawhi Leonard has proven that he can stop Kevin Durant. He's done it before. So, before y'all start crowning Phoenix as the champions, y'all better look out, because Phoenix is about to get a rude awakening. Look at Chris Paul's record against Russell Westbrook in the playoffs. Russell Westbrook owns Chris Paul in the playoffs. Something like 3-1. He owns them. So before y'all go ahead and crown KD and Phoenix, I'm telling y'all, watch out for them Clippers. I'm Wise for Wise Words Media. Peace.